You're not overwhelmed because you're busy. You're overwhelmed because you're switching. The common belief is that being busy is what drains us. But here's the rhetorical twist. It's not the tasks themselves, but the transitions between them that are quietly killing your productivity. Each switch is a cognitive toll booth, exacting a price you didn't even know you were paying. The true neurological reality? Every time you switch tasks, your brain initiates a process called cognitive friction. Neuroscientist David Meyer has shown that even brief mental shifts can cost as much as 40% of someone's productive time. This is because your brain has to reset its cognitive context, a process as subtle as rebooting your computer to install updates. It's not just about doing, it's about recalibrating. These micro-reboots are where your time and sanity slip away. But here's the fatal error: a cognitive process that collapses without intervention. Predictive processing. Your brain loves patterns and uses them to anticipate what's next. Task switching obliterates these patterns, leaving your brain in a constant state of neural overhead. Imagine trying to solve a puzzle while someone keeps stealing pieces. That's your brain, every time you jump from one task to another. Without the ability to anticipate, you're left perpetually playing catch-up. Yet, there's a hidden strategic advantage buried in this chaos. The very transitions that disrupt can also refine. By recognizing your brain's need for pattern recognition, you can harness transitions to reset your mental palette. It's a neurological tax you can use to your advantage. Think of each switch as an opportunity for micro-recovery. The trick is not to eliminate transitions, but to control them. It's not intuitive, but neither is quantum physics. Introducing the switching protocol, a deliberate, structured approach to managing task transitions. Mechanically, it involves setting clear end and start rituals for each task, allowing your brain to gently glide from one context to another. By structuring transitions, you reduce cognitive friction and enhance depth of processing. But here's the tension. Can you discipline your chaotic day into this structured rhythm? Let's tackle the misconception that humans evolved to multitask. The seductive myth of ancient humans juggling spear-making while gathering berries is, frankly, nonsense. Our ancestors thrived on focus, not fragmentation. The truth is, we were designed for deep, singular concentration. Our brains excelled when they could lock onto one predator, one piece of fruit, one task. Multitasking is a modern delusion. Our nervous systems are not wired for the digital bombardment we face today. The evolutionary reality? Our brains evolved to deal with a world where surprises were life-threatening. Neuroscientist Daniel Levitin points out that the brain's attentional system is a relic from a time when noticing a rustle in the bushes could mean the difference between dinner and being dinner. This system is excellent for singular focus, but falters with frequent interruptions. Evolution didn't account for today's constant barrage of digital rustles. It's like having a lion in your inbox. The fatal error here is assuming our brain's attentional system can handle modern life's demands. In truth, this system becomes overloaded, leading to attentional fatigue. Imagine trying to sprint a marathon. Your brain's system collapses under the weight of perpetual alerts and shifts. The cognitive machinery wasn't built for this. The more you force it, the less efficiently it operates, resulting in a cascade of missed details and errors. It's the cost of evolution's short-sightedness. Here's the strategic twist. This evolutionary shortcoming can be an asset. Recognizing that our brains are wired for survival, not multitasking, provides a framework for optimizing focus. By embracing singular tasks, you can leverage deep work, a concept popularized by Cal Newport. This approach taps into our evolutionary strengths, allowing us to dive deep and emerge with insights that constant switching would obscure. It's about working smarter, not harder. Enter the Focus Funnel Protocol, a method to sift through tasks, separating the essential from the trivial. Mechanically, it involves prioritizing tasks based on impact and aligning them with your brain's natural rhythm. This protocol not only respects your evolutionary wiring, but also maximizes efficiency. The challenge? Balancing modern demands with ancient instincts. Can you align your day with the rhythm of your prehistoric ancestors? The misconception here is that transitions are just minor inconveniences. They are not. They are hidden costs that bleed your cognitive resources dry. Imagine your brain as a smartphone battery, and each transition as an app running in the background. You think you're saving energy, but you're not. The transitions are the silent drainers, leaving you wondering why you're mentally exhausted by noon. It's not just work, it's the hidden neural overhead. Neurological reality bites hard here. Research from the University of California, Irvine, suggests that it takes the average person over 23 minutes to regain full focus after a transition. During this period, your brain is in a state of cognitive limbo, neither here nor there. It's like a computer stuck in a boot loop, consuming resources but getting nowhere. Every switch leaves unfinished neurological business, taxing your mental faculties and delaying your return to optimal performance. Here's the fatal error: underestimating the cumulative toll of these transitions. It's not just the immediate loss of focus, it's the ripple effect on your entire cognitive ecosystem. As your brain struggles to recalibrate, you suffer from decision fatigue, reduced creativity, and impaired problem-solving skills. It's a cascade of inefficiency that compounds over time, leading to a day where everything feels harder than it should. This is the core cost of ignoring transition dynamics. Yet, there's an unexpected advantage lurking here. The very act of identifying these transitional costs allows you to mitigate them. By acknowledging the cognitive friction, you can strategically plan recovery periods, effectively using these breaks to reset and refocus. This isn't just damage control, it's a proactive approach to maintaining mental acuity. The cost becomes a tool, if you know how to wield it. Introducing the Cognitive Reset Protocol, a systematic method to counteract the costs of transitions. Mechanically, it involves setting deliberate pauses to recalibrate your cognitive focus. Think of it as a mental power nap tailored to your brain's needs. By incorporating these structured breaks, you minimize the cognitive toll and maximize productivity. But can you actually integrate these pauses into your relentless schedule? The common belief is that transitions are purely disruptive, but here's the unexpected fact: they can actually be opportunities for mental expansion. Think about it. Each transition forces your brain to switch contexts, a process that, while costly, also stimulates new neural connections. It's like cross-training for your brain. Transitions are not just hurdles. They're the secret gym for your neurons, pushing them to adapt and grow. Neurologically speaking, transitions induce a state of heightened neural plasticity. Researchers from Stanford University suggest that this plasticity is key for cognitive flexibility. While your brain recalibrates between tasks, it's also learning to adapt to new patterns, forging pathways that enhance your ability to think laterally and solve problems creatively. This isn't just a side effect, it's an evolutionary feature designed to foster adaptability. The fatal error is viewing transitions solely as interruptions. By doing so, you miss the potential for cognitive growth and innovation. When you resist the urge to rush through transitions, you allow your brain the space to integrate disparate pieces of information, leading to unexpected insights. It's like letting ingredients simmer to create a richer stew. Ignoring this process is like throwing away the recipe for creativity. Here's the pivot. By embracing transitions as opportunities rather than obstacles, you can transform potential chaos into a strategic advantage. This means intentionally engaging with the discomfort of transitions to spark innovation. By leveraging these moments, you can train your brain to be more resilient and resourceful, turning what was once a liability into a formidable asset. It's not just about surviving transitions, it's about thriving through them. Enter the Transition Mastery Protocol, a method for harnessing the latent power of cognitive shifts. This protocol involves intentionally slowing down during transitions to engage in brief reflection or brainstorming exercises. Mechanically, it allows your brain to link disparate ideas, fostering creativity and problem-solving. But here's the tension. Can you resist the impulse to rush and instead pause for potential brilliance? Let's shatter the misconception that mastering transitions requires a complete overhaul of your day. You don't need a new life, you need a new lens. The key isn't in massive changes, but in strategic tweaks, fine-tuning, not reinventing. Most people dismiss transitions as mere filler moments, but refining these micro-moments can profoundly reshape your cognitive landscape. It's not about doing more, it's about doing the right things with precision. Here's the neurological reality. Your brain thrives on routines. Researchers at MIT have identified that consistent rituals can stabilize neural pathways, reducing cognitive friction. By embedding mini routines into your transitions, you create mental anchors that facilitate smoother cognitive shifts. Think of it as laying down mental tracks that guide your brain effortlessly from one task to the next. It's about turning chaos into choreography, with your brain as the conductor. The fatal error lies in neglecting these mini routines. Without them, each transition becomes a mental leap across a chasm, rather than a stroll across a bridge. This leads to increased cognitive friction and inefficiency. You're left with a sense of perpetual disarray, as if you're constantly starting from scratch. It's the difference between a smooth jazz session and a cacophony of clashing notes. Your day shouldn't sound like a symphony of chaos. Here's the pivot. By implementing deliberate transition rituals, you can transform these moments into opportunities for mental clarity and focus. Rather than fighting the transition, you embrace it as a reset point, a moment to recalibrate. This allows you to maintain momentum without burnout. It's about synchronizing your mental tempo with the rhythm of your day, turning each transition into a deliberate step forward. Introducing the Ritual Anchoring Protocol, a structured approach to embedding mini routines into your transitions. Mechanically, it involves creating simple, repeatable actions like deep breathing or quick stretches that serve as mental cues, signaling your brain to shift gears. This protocol not only eases cognitive shifts, but also boosts mental resilience. The challenge? Can you commit to these rituals, even when the chaos calls for shortcuts? The misconception is that these protocols are too abstract to apply in real life. But let's dismantle that notion. The truth is, these strategies are as practical as a Swiss Army knife. They aren't about adding complexity, they're about simplifying your mental environment. The secret weapon isn't in grand gestures, but in small, consistent actions. You don't need a radical lifestyle change. You need a tactical approach to your daily chaos. Let's examine how these protocols manifest in daily routines. Begin by identifying transition points in your schedule, those gaps between meetings or tasks. Now, apply the Ritual Anchoring Protocol. Insert a 2-minute reset routine, like deep breathing or a quick walk. Research from the University of Rochester shows that such brief activities can enhance mood and cognitive performance. It's about creating breathing room for your brain to reset and refocus. The fatal error is treating transitions as throwaway moments. Instead, view them as opportunities for strategic reflection. Use this time to jot down insights from your last task or set intentions for the next. This simple practice fosters continuity and depth of processing. Imagine these moments as mental bookmarks, helping you seamlessly navigate the narrative of your day. Without them, you're left flipping pages, trying to remember where you left off. Here's the pivot. Transitions can be transformed into catalysts for creativity and innovation. By deliberately slowing down during these moments, you allow your subconscious to synthesize information. This process, known as incubation, can lead to breakthroughs that linear thinking might miss. You're not just transitioning, you're planting seeds for future insights. It's about harnessing the hidden potential in the pauses. Meet the incubation protocol, a technique for leveraging transitions to foster creativity. Mechanically, it involves using transition periods as incubation phases, where you step away from direct problem solving and engage in a different activity. This protocol not only refreshes your thinking, but also primes your brain for creative problem solving. The tension lies in trusting this process instead of forcing solutions. Can you let go, allowing insights to emerge naturally? It's a misconception that mastering transitions is just a personal productivity hack. The reality is far more expansive. It's a systemic shift that can redefine organizational culture. When individuals within a team harness transition protocols, the ripple effect can transform how an entire workplace functions. Instead of fragmented chaos, you get a cohesive environment where creativity and efficiency coexist. It's not just about you, it's about reshaping the ecosystem. Here's the neurological reality. Collective implementation of these protocols can enhance group dynamics. Studies from Harvard Business School indicate that teams practicing mindful transitions exhibit higher levels of collaboration and innovation. It's like tuning an orchestra, where each member not only plays their part, but also complements the others. The result is a harmonious symphony of productivity, where the sum is truly greater than its parts. The fatal error for organizations is neglecting the importance of transition management. Without systemic adoption, you risk a disjointed workflow, akin to an unstrung guitar. The consequences? Miscommunication, reduced morale, and a stifled innovation pipeline. It's like running a relay race where no one passes the baton. The organizational rhythm becomes erratic, leaving everyone out of sync and underperforming. Yet, there's a strategic advantage for those who embrace these protocols at an organizational level. By integrating transition mastery into the cultural fabric, companies can enhance adaptability and resilience. It's about building a robust ecosystem that not only withstands disruption but thrives on it. This approach aligns your workforce with a common rhythm, turning potential turbulence into a stabilizing force. Introducing the Organizational Harmony Protocol, a scalable framework for embedding transition mastery into corporate practices. Mechanically, it involves training employees on individual protocols and encouraging collaborative practices like shared reset routines. This protocol not only enhances individual performance, but also elevates team synergy. The challenge? Convincing a whole organization to dance to the same beat. Will you lead the charge for systemic transformation?